The landlord said the last tenant left without warning. No mess, no explanation, just gone. But on my first night in the flat, I found a key, and then a hidden trapdoor under the floorboards. It led to another apartment, one no one had told me about. I moved in on a Wednesday. It was raining, which felt appropriate. The letting agent had been borderline desperate to get someone in. Didn't ask for references, didn't care about income. Just wanted a signature and a deposit. I didn't ask questions either. All I wanted was a reset. Somewhere quiet, far from anyone who used to know me. This flat, top floor of an old Victorian townhouse on a dead-end street outside Leeds, seemed perfect. Tall ceilings, old wood floors, and just enough decay to feel honest. The landlord gave me 3 keys. Front, back, and this one, he said. I think it goes to an old padlock somewhere. Never figured it out. He smiled like that was a charming quirk. I should have left then. I didn't unpack that first night. Just rolled out my sleeping bag and opened a bottle of wine. The silence was heavy. Not peaceful, just thick. Like the walls were waiting for me to speak first. I fell asleep around midnight and woke at 2:37 a.m. Not to sound, to absence. The sort of silence that's too complete. No pipes, no hum of a fridge, just dead air. And then, the faintest vibration beneath me, like something shifting below the floorboards. It lasted no more than 10 seconds, but it felt like pressure, like a breath being held. I didn't sleep the rest of the night. The next day, I started properly exploring. The flat was small, 2 bedrooms, galley kitchen, narrow hall. But in the airing cupboard, tucked behind old towels, I found a floorboard that felt loose underfoot. I pried it up. Beneath was a small metal box, bolted to the subfloor. Inside, dust, lint, and a heavy brass key. Not the same one the landlord gave me. This one was older, cold, ornate. I tried it on every door in the flat. Nothing. Then I noticed something odd at the far end of the hallway. A patch of skirting board that didn't match. Slightly newer, unpainted. I pressed it. Click. A small square of the floor lifted. A trap door. The air that came out was stale and thick. It smelled like rust and old breath. A narrow staircase descended into the dark. No lights, no rail, just stone steps disappearing into silence. I should have shut the door, called the landlord, walked away. Instead, I went down. The steps opened into a second floor. Identical layout, mirrored, but the air felt wrong, humid, close. It was furnished. Someone had lived here. A jacket on a hook, coffee mug on the table, an old book face down on the arm of a chair. Everything coated in a layer of dust, but not abandoned. It felt paused, like whoever had been here stepped out mid-thought and just didn't return. The bedroom had no bed frame, just a stained mattress on the floor, and one wall covered in Polaroids, dozens of them, taped in loose, uneven rows. All of the same things: corners, ceilings, door frames, mirrors. Some were blank, others were blurred, like they were taken mid-motion, but a few showed shapes, faces. One in particular caught my eye. A woman, early 30s, blonde hair, pale skin, standing at the foot of the stairs, looking directly into the camera. Behind her, a shadow, narrow, too tall, arms wrong. On the back of the photo, written in shaky ink, "Don't let it know your name." I stared at the photo so long I forgot to blink. And then suddenly, I was back upstairs, in my kitchen, standing at the sink, the photo in my hand. But I didn't remember climbing the stairs, didn't remember shutting the trap door. And in my other hand, the brass key, except I don't remember picking it up either. I went to the bathroom to splash my face. I looked up and froze. My reflection was smiling, just faintly, but I wasn't. For a second, I thought maybe it was lag, like video call delay. But my reflection's head tilted the wrong way. I blinked. The mirror reset. I leaned closer, touched the glass. Felt cold, normal, but behind the surface, I swear there was something waiting, watching me, not copying me, studying. That night, I couldn't sleep. The flat creaked, the walls pulsed. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw her, the woman in the photo, mouth open, eyes wide, shadow behind her. At 3:13 a.m., I heard it again, the breath, below the floorboards. Only this time, it was louder. And then, clear as my own thoughts. Jessica, my name, spoken softly, from underneath me. After I found the trapdoor, I thought that was the secret. The hidden flat, the Polaroids, the woman in the photo. I thought I'd discover.